So Andy Karp, who was an A&R at like Atlantic Records, he signed Kid Rock, and he signed like legit like Matchbox 20 and all these bands. And he opened up the package. I called him up because I would follow up the next day. Hey, did you get my package? And and then he said, yes, actually, I got through. He picked up. I did, and I listened to it, and I really like it. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, what do I do now? Script. I didn't write it. This all I
tell him
have.
I'm not the man. I'm not the manager now.
He's like, so when you guys playing New York? I have no idea. We're gonna be, and we actually rented a car. We went to New York, and he was like, I like you guys. I'm not sure it's ready yet, but let's keep in touch. And eventually, a year and a half later, after many other things happened, he signed the band.
It's an amazing story because you start passing out like lyric sheets to all your friends, which is a crazy story. Because you pass out like lyric sheets to every song, or is it one song? Or
it was basically it was more like a demo that we were passing to our friends. We were making sure that the people around us knew the songs.
That front row in the documentary, that front row when you see at that show, that's my sister, 2 of my cousins, and like a couple of buddies from high school. You can see it.
And just to explain, because that guy, Andy Karp, the guy who eventually signed us, flew to Montreal to see another band.
Right.
And we found out he was coming, and so we're like, we need to play for him. So we had 3 days to organize a showcase, basically.
And we couldn't find a club anywhere that would take us.
Nobody would take us because we were unknown.
And it was also last minute.
So we invited our family, our friends. He showed up, and we were like, this is it. Like, this is our chance. And we played our hearts out. We gave it everything we had. It was like this sort of desperate, like, last chance. Like, is this going to work for us? And, you see the footage in the documentary. We actually filmed that show. And that's the night that I think he saw it. He was in town to see this other band that had a major label behind them. Ended up like kind of winning that little,
stole the show.
Stole the show and got signed instead of the other big band that had everything behind it. I think it came from the heart because we wanted it so badly.
I was gonna say his philosophy was, if something is happening in Montreal, we can reproduce that everywhere else. What he didn't know is that we didn't have anything going on in Montreal.
What I think he found endearing though was the fact that this other band he was going to go see, he was like in like record label people there from Canada trying to sign him to the U.S. and it was like a big old schmoozing. I think it felt a lot more organic because it was just like us, and I think we just played with a little more passion and a little more like just, man, we want this so bad, and I think he felt it.
Desperation.